Sorry about this. I just need to do something with the controller. Wait a minute. Do a shot 4. There we go. Oh my god. Right. A very rocky start. This is actually I'm like 6 hours in, but this is the second time I've seen the menu because I've not closed the game. The only reason I'm seeing it now is because at the end of the last stream the game crashed, so the game closed. I'm just curious on where it put us. I hope it didn't put us back too far. Whoa. Day 14. The resting. I've got some water. Here for the guys for the very first time in the Walking Dead VR. What did Mabe and Wah? Sorry if you guys had to hear really loud crunching. All the way back here.
Hello. Come in, tourist. Hey, you there? Hello? It's Casey.
Are you there?
Yeah. Glad to hear your voice. Ready to get started?
Ready as I'll ever be.
Okay, good. So, I found the manual for the pump flow regulator. It looks like we need to calibrate it before it can be installed. Each of the pumps has different flow requirements, and that component tells the rest of the system where to route the water.
We should be able to figure this out.
I like that attitude. Okay, on the device, you should see a serial number. Read it to me.
Oh my god. Wait, why is it not? Okay. I don't know why. I've already fixed it. Tell them that you fixed it. And read the serial number.
473-0589. I have to take care of something.
Take care of your business. I'll wait.
Okay. Sorry. Hello? Huh?
I'm willing to take the risk.
Oh, fantastic. You won't regret it. Well, it's been a long night, but I'm too wired to sleep. I'm gonna turn this place upside down until I find a manual. You should get some rest, though.
What?
I'll contact you in the morning. Good night, tourist.
No. No, I'm not. Right. It's already morning. I'm not goddamn. Probably isn't the best idea to reach down for a glass of water. And then drink it with the VR on, but YOLO. That was not. Can't even be funny, ironically. I'm out.
Hello? Come in, tourist.
Wait, what was that?
Hey, you there? Hello? It's Casey.
Are you there?
Yeah, glad to hear your voice. Ready to get started?
Ready as I'll ever be.
Okay, good. So, I found the manual for the pump flow regulator. It looks like we need to calibrate it before it can be installed. Each of the pumps has different flow requirements, and that component tells the rest of the system where to route the water.
We should be able to figure this out.
I like that attitude. Okay, on the device, you should see a serial number. Read it to me.
473-0589-01.
Okay,
What do we do?
now turn the dial until you get some feedback on valve A. Then tell me the number you see.
Feedback triggered on 55.
5. To the manual, valve B should be tuned to 28 degrees.
Valve B to 28. Got it.
Perfect. Okay, last valve. 1 second, 1 second. There we go. Valve C should be set to 67.
Valve C set. All numbers green.
Awesome. Okay, almost there. Now it says, depress the automatic confirmation mechanism. Looking at the diagram here, it's a big round button. Should be obvious.
All right. Big round button pressed.
Yes! Okay, we're calibrated. Now you need to install this sucker into the pump. The pump, it's located outside of St. Vincent's Church. Beacon lights will be on to help find it, so that's good. Of course, it'll probably attract walkers, so that sucks. Just be ready. The systems down here will let me know when you've installed the regulator. Oh, and one more thing. A little tip that should make life a bit easier, scavenging more fruitful since, you know, we're colleagues now. Right? The tower has a radio station, number 47, that broadcasts any significant discoveries in the city and the current schedule for stirring a herd. Might be wise to tune in before heading out for the day. Privileged intel, so, you know, let's keep it between us. All right, gonna take a few moments to clear my head. I'll contact you when it's time for the next step. Good luck, and thanks.
Northern Funnel, 313. Scout. The Ward. Reclaim squad sweeping. Rampart.
What? Oh my god, look. I've actually mostly unlocked most of the locations. I haven't even been to those 3. Miracle. I'm gonna take this just in case, just so we can kind of distract the walkers as well as when we're pretending to be one, we can distract them too, so we don't, in case I accidentally sprint, because that's what happened last time. I've already did this bit, guys, if you haven't seen the previous streams. I've got up to where I would install the regulator, and what you have to do is you have to cut the walker and smear its guts all over you, so that it thinks you're the walker too. Now, if my memory stands me correct, there should be a walker. No, 2 walkers. Right here. No. Maybe. Oh, there we go. He just hasn't made it all the way around yet. Why do they not fight, actually? It's a bit weird how they don't like try and fight back. They just kind of just sit there and let you grab their heads and throw them away or stab them. That came from. Tried to grab my flashlight and then I pulled it my hand forward and then I had a skull in my hand. Practice. What in the name? What in the... Oh. Oh, that's like the helmets, the ones with the helmets. Tell me about. I'm supposed to grab that. Oh wait, no. Oh, there's a wee meter at the bottom that tells you when it's gonna run out. Oh, cool. Can't believe I made it. Yes, I made it. That went way better than last time.
Hey, Casey. You there?
Yeah, always here. Always thinking. My mind is always swirling with something these days. It's impossible to shut it down.
Difficult to maintain a steady mind, given the situation you're
Right,
in.
Hey, this morning, I realized something. I can't even remember the last time I saw the sky. It's been a while, at least that much I know. Months. Wish I would have paid more attention. You ever been to the Badlands, up in South Dakota?
Never been.
Oh, that's a shame. Like another planet. My mom used to drive me through there every summer on the way to see my uncle. The night sky was so bright. So many stars, like a dome overhead. Crystal clear view of the cosmos. That put a lot of things in perspective for me back when I really needed it. How insignificant we really are in the grand scheme of things. How my troubles, no matter how big they may seem, really don't mean squat. I mean, well, what are troubles anyway, huh? The universe doesn't know the meaning of the word. I wish I had that Badlands sky overhead right about now. You know, the first thing I'm gonna do when free is head back north. I think I've had enough of swamp life.
Can we tell him that we did it now?
You mentioned your mom and your uncle.
But my uncle died a while ago. I miss him a ton. We were friends. I looked up to him. I never really knew my dad, so... yeah, he kind of stepped in. When he could. My mom and I, we didn't always get along. No clue what happened to my mom, actually. When I left home and joined the Guard, we weren't speaking, which... that's fine by me. She never thought too much of me. Didn't think I'd ever amount to anything. The verdict is still out, I suppose.
Can you not, like, escape now? What are we doing?
What happened to your dad?
You know what a BDH is?
I'll take a guess. Beefy demon hamster?
Spectacular, right? Ah, that's a shame. Dad bet his weekly check on the ponies. Like clockwork, I guess. Every Friday, right to the racetrack. And shortly after I was born, he disappeared. Trouble with a bookie, dead. Just a chicken shit. Who knows? Look, tourist, I've had enough of the therapy session. I don't feel like talking anymore. I'm gonna go put my head down for a bit. I'll talk to you soon.
No. Mate. The goddamn... Is it still filming? Travel to the woods. Fire, fire. Deepest dark desire, miracle. Can you? Yeah, didn't think so. Go. Right. So I think I'm gonna go to the ward. It's between the Via Carola to get the recipe for this, Rampart for the mission, not for the thing that the guys on the radio were saying, or the ward, which is where the mission is. I think I'm gonna go to the ward, do the mission. Is that the tower? I thought they said the ward and the thingy. No, definitely going to the ward because it has two. Right, let go. New Orleans kitchens. Oh, kitchens. I thought it was like a restaurant where you could just get a bunch of recipes, but then realise it's just the people's kitchens. What? Aye. But to say I do not like this, but actually it's nice inside because there's nobody's gonna, unless there's unless walkers are in here. If there's none in here, then I like starting in here, but if there is, then I don't. Are you gonna attack me? Hey. I'll just follow these guys, conga line.
When I stumbled on that reclaimed ritual.
I like this location. Wait, is that another story? No.
Twisted shit.
Whoops, sorry.
Oh shit. You need to get some meds.
It didn't work. What I was trying to do is I tried to drop it on his head so I just dropped the knife and it killed him. What is the... We need to check the drawings, right? Should be here. No. Into here.
Damn, you look great.
I was about to say I fear the worst for the team, because I thought that was them, but then they showed up and saved me from themselves, but it wasn't actually themselves. Nobody cares, was that? Oh.
Hey, beat it!
Better
Whoa.
not be contagious.
Thank God! You look sicker than a dying dog!
So cheeky. It's a weird thing to say. You look, oh, that's quite good for us. Just sitting there.
You are
Definitely
not over.
looking
Get some
well.
meds. Get the fuck out of here!
Oh my god.
I suggest you get lost.
Let's can we see that again? Please, that again.
I don't know what to
Get the fuck out of here!
Amazing. Right, so
have that shit under control. I mean, I've heard they even have
Hey,
entertainment there.
beat it!
Concerts, sports
It's on the
games.
roof.
What the fuck?
Our battles with the dead in those early days were vicious and exhausting. We had zero control, and the fiends were everywhere. If our community was going to survive and grow, we had to radically rethink our approach. Our home and the area immediately around it needed to be entirely within our control. With that in mind, and while I stood atop one of our rickety barricades, I looked to the skyline and saw the promised land. A silhouette against the purple and orange of God's dazzling canvas. 45 stories tall, calling to me. There is our new home, I thought. A place where we can flourish on our own terms. In 2 days, I had our entire community organized and ready to march. 48 desperate but motivated souls, prepared to abandon what we had worked so hard to secure for the hope of a brighter future. The journey was through hell itself. So thick with the dead, it took us 3 sleepless days and nights to travel just a single mile to the tower gates. But by God, we made it. Not one life lost. We did it as one determined heart, one determined soul. But as we stood there, gazing up at our future, filled with the hope of what it could become, the work was far from over. The tower was a tomb. Each floor of the 45 infested with the dead. One final challenge that we, the founders of our glorious community, were resolved to overcome by any means necessary.
No. Do they actually see me? I think I'm guessing by the music. Yeah.
I got better things to do. What was that? People gonna be pleased when I waste you. Fuck it. I'll just leave you to the walkers.
That's actually a pretty decent shot. Go on, Conlon. Go on me, yeah, I just said that, for God's sake. Was it a headshot? It hit him so bad, he turned into PlayStation 1 graphics. I think he's dead.
Where'd you go?
Where'd I go? Wet.
Some people just don't realize what a scumbag they are. When I find you, you're gonna beg for death. You're stupid showing your face around here.
No.
You sure this is what you want?
This is not good.
Chicken shit. Oh.
Broken. I think this is where I get the intel. halfway there.
Battles with the dead in those early days were vicious,
God.
exhausting. We had zero control, and the fiends were everywhere. If our community was going to survive and grow, we had to radically rethink our approach. Our home and the area immediately around it needed to be entirely within our control. With that in mind, and while I stood atop one of our rickety barricades, I looked to the skyline and saw the promised land. A silhouette against the purple and orange of God's dazzling canvas. 45 stories tall, calling to me. There is a place where we can flourish on our own terms. In 2 days, I had our entire community organized and ready to march. 48 desperate but motivated souls, prepared to abandon what we had worked so hard to secure for the hope of a brighter future. The journey was through hell itself. So thick with the dead, it was 3 sleepless days and nights to travel just a single mile to the town gates.
You think you can
But
fuck
by
with us and get
God,
away
we
with
made it. Not one life lost. We did it as one determined heart, one determined soul.
Where'd you go?
What? What? Explain. This is not good. I just realized. I still have my bow. I still have the gun. Sorry about that, Bo. It's just... no. That's one of the ones I killed. Oh god. Oh my god, right. Where are we here? Are they gonna recognize me? 'Cause usually they recognize me. I have no stuff.
It's your time to die, asshole.
How could you recognize me?
You won't be pleased when I waste you.
Objective. I know it's tempting to pull out this new powerful gun I have. Oh my god.
I heard Mama.
Charlie boy. That cat knew radio.
No. No, no, no.
Death Walker? It's a mess.
No. Oh my god.
Let's take this asshole down.
Yes. Come on. Come on, come on, come on. That was so scary.
What if we kept a walker as a pet? Think that's possible?
What?
Oh, I'm gonna enjoy taking your ass out, tourist.
What? Bye guys.
Oh shit. You need to get some meds in your system.
Oh god. Oh my god, seriously. I could have 2 axes though. The aim. Oh, Twinkie. Whoa. Nice. Wait, can I just ask something? How? Let me check this. Double check. 2.5 stars? 2 stars. Apparently. Yeah, I don't need to worry about that one. Because remember, see what I'm carrying? I can carry 3 big, well, kind of 3 is 3 kind of 4.
You think you can fuck with us and get away with it?
Okay, never mind. Joking me. That was a close one. Yeah! I'm gonna leave this stream here, guys, because I think my dinner's ready. Oh my god, that was a good end to the stream. That's awesome. Because it felt like I was ages away from the start. And then for a second I was like, oh, should I try and run into the base and hide in the base? But it kind of doesn't end. So I thought, maybe, alright, I'm going to risk it, just sprint. That's the second close call we've had. I think I've heard the bell ring 4 times. Once when I was in the Blue Mansion for the first time, the other time we were on that balcony and there was millions of them below us and we had to shot them all, jumped the balcony and ran away. And then, I think it was earlier today. It was on one of a live stream previously. And then it would have been right now. I'm just coming! How's it freezing? It's been sitting out for 2 seconds. I just need to go. Bye guys.